Marriage and relationships being matriarchal and what man-eaters we are in relationships and marriage is created by women being autocratic. So what I'd like to do is to define what an autocrat is and see how it fits a woman being married to a good man. An autocrat is a ruler who has absolute unchecked power. And that unchecked power is what feeds into women's cultural protection syndrome. We go completely unchecked. We are not held accountable for our behaviors in our marriages or relationships with good men. Women married to good men as autocrats rule with an iron fist. We exercise our power and control with gaslighting, emasculation, and being ruthless. We have total authority and suppress any contrary opinions without compromise or flexibility. And as women, being autocrats in our marriages and relationships comes from being a narcissist. That autocrat is really just another word for narcissist. And how we gain our control as autocrats in a marriage with a good man is through the emasculation and the gaslighting. It's how we become the man-eater and destroy our husbands as good men. So just like a mob boss and the mafia is an autocratic ruler, they gain their power and control by killing people and instilling fear in that way. As women, we gain our control through the emasculation and the gaslighting. And it doesn't matter what type of man our husbands are as good men. He can be a military man. He can be extremely buff, fit, and the epitome of a manly man. He can be a successful entrepreneur or businessman. He can be an athlete at the top of his game like Tom Brady. It doesn't matter. That as women, we are able to will our control and rule with an iron fist. And good men don't stand a chance. It's like bringing a knife to a gunfight. And then there's no man in that emasculation and gaslighting from his wife that can withstand that power and stand up to her to gain his power back. That's why it's like bringing a knife to a gunfight. And every woman knows it. And working with good men over 10 years, all good men know that their wives are autocrats and rule with unchecked absolute power. That their wives are monsters behind closed doors. But it's an unspoken truth. This video is brought to you by the Autoimmune Expert, our sister company where we teach people to permanently heal from autoimmune diseases and chronic illnesses without the need for medications, supplements, food diets, or mind-body interventions. So if you or a family member is struggling with an autoimmune disease or chronic illness and you're frustrated with your Western or alternative medical program of symptom management, please click the link above to schedule your free consultation to start your healing journey. And also check out the links in the description below to sign up for our free Autoimmune 101 course and visit the Autoimmune Expert YouTube channel. Our programs are truly profound and amazing in their abilities to permanently heal autoimmune diseases and chronic illnesses. Let's get into 5 ways women are autocrats in a marriage. Number 1, nothing moves forward or gets done or decided without our approval. For example, I'll use the courses that I have for both women and men in their marriages. The most common experience and speaking with good men who are interested and want to take my courses is that they always have to get permission from their wives to spend money on our course, even when they're the sole provider or the breadwinner. And if they don't get permission, they either feel so weak and emasculated and scared of their wives that they don't take the course even when they really need it, or they have to find a way to pay for it without their wives knowing. But on the flip side, when I meet with women, even if she says after we meet and talk about the course, even if she says, I need to talk to my husband about it, we know, and everyone knows, that the woman will do it whether her husband agrees with it or not, that it ultimately comes down to her. And that's the autocrat rule. The second way that women are autocrats in a marriage, number 2, if it's not our idea, we will not do it. If it is not our idea, we will not do it. So for example, let's say a husband wants to go on a certain type of vacation, maybe like a bike tour vacation where you bike to different small towns, and he brings the idea to his wife. Because it's not her idea, she will either shut it down because it's his idea and something he enjoys, or she'll go along with it but make his life miserable on the vacation because it wasn't her idea. And that's the autocratic rule. Number 3, we will not stop at something we want until we get our way. So for example, say a woman wants to move because she's unhappy. And in that, she often wants to move closer to her family or away from her husband's. She will not stop with the moodiness, moping, and manipulating her husband until she gets her way. And again, that's the autocratic rule. Number 4 of how women are autocrats in a marriage. We are the encyclopedia of life. We are right about everything. Women excel at gaslighting and making our husbands doubt their own reality, and we convince them that we are always right. This is the autocratic rule because it allows for no other opinion, perspective, or compromise. We are always right. And number 5 of how women are autocrats in a marriage with a good man. If we don't want to do something, we will not do it. It's not happening. And a good example of this is a sexless marriage. Sex is not going to happen in a marriage if she doesn't want it. And that's the autocratic rule because she has the unchecked absolute power. Again, if she doesn't want to have sex and has decided that she would be fine without sex again, and that it's her body, her choice, and even though she's married and even though she made vows to her husband, that she can decide, I'm not having sex, and it's completely up to her. That's the autocratic rule. And those are the 5 ways that women are autocrats in a marriage with a good man.